Dating apps are often used for casual sex. What is your experience with hookup culture? Ah.
Oh, okay. What dating or hookup apps have you used? Like everyone out there? I've used Grindr, Tinder, Bumble.
I've only used Grindr and it's like very recent and I wouldn't recommend.
I've had a pretty decent experience with dating apps. I've used Tinder, Hinge, Bumble. I tried the lesbian dating app, Her. I've been curious to try this one. It's called Coffee Meets Bagel.
Sounds cute.
I feel like Instagram is like also a dating app in a way.
Do you talk to them on Instagram and stuff afterwards?
If they're private, I'm like, this is Mayday, Mayday. Because I'm like, why are you private? And then I follow them and then I'm like, unfollow immediately because they look nothing like their photos.
I never follow anyone. It's just too risky. I want to like see your stuff in like 3 years.
So what are you currently looking for? I want to say absolutely nothing.
Quarantine times are really hard, and maybe right now I'm more like not really looking for anything.
Nothing, only because I've kind of given up. I find when I look more, I end up more stressed and just disappointed.
What are your deal breakers when dating?
Sexual compatibility. Of course, anyone's there, but I think that it's hard to find people that you really just like mesh with well.
Communication. I don't care where you are. I don't care who you're talking to within reason. Like, I'm not gonna be psycho. I just find there's so much in this day and age that's lost in translation.
You know when you guys like go to a restaurant and you actually like see the way they treat like the service or the people at the restaurant?
Yeah. Like,
Oh my
It can really
gosh.
turn you off, right?
I typically do a coffee date because that's also easy to like abort mission because you can just say you have somewhere to go.
How you introduce yourself on Grindr and stuff is very much a deal breaker for me, depending on how you do it. So you can come in really aggressively and just be like, picture, picture, picture.
On my dating apps, when I'm looking for women, they just use filters like to the extreme. I have no idea what you look like.
What are some tribes that exist in your community? Yellow.
There's like twings, otters, bears. I think Twonk's one now.
Twunk?
Yeah, it's like
What is that?
It's
A
like
twink and a hunk?
no, it's like you're jock, but you're not like the masculine stereotype of jock. So you're kind of just in this middle ground of like not a twink and not a jock.
The ones I've heard like in the lesbian community are definitely like stems or mask, femme, lipstick.
I think there's like a hierarchy between like, you know, the really fit muscular guys, then there's like twinks, and then there's like, you kind of go on the weight scale weirdly enough.
I just get super turned off by them. As soon as somebody like classifies themselves or me as one, do you want to go like see if a jock wants to join? I'm like,
Ew.
whatever label it is, it's degrading.
If you're like identified yourself as one in the past, like one of the tribes.
Honestly, I want to say daddy the most, which is funny because most people would be older than me.
I remember when I first came out, no one really believed me at first or took me seriously because of the way I looked. You look like the type who would be into men. And to me, I was like, I don't know what that means. Like, is it because I'm more like feminine presenting?
How old were you when you came out?
I was 17 when I came out.
I was 17 too, actually.
I never like technically came out and I never will because it's just like, if I like a guy, I like a guy. If I like a girl, I like a girl. If I like somebody who's non-binary, I like somebody who's non-binary. I don't really think that like needs a closet moment, you know?
Why do these tribes exist?
I think at one point in time, we really liked labels, gay, bi, whatever. And it kind of became like a dependency in society, like to find your thing, like find your label. But as like time has gone on, I think we've kind of realized that like these things are very limiting.
Dating apps are often used for casual sex. What is your experience with hookup culture? You know, I've had some pretty good experiences. To be honest, I've only been on one first date in my life. If I were to ever like meet up with somebody, it would be technically like for a hookup. I can see sex as very physical, and emotional, but I can separate the two.
Yeah.
So I can do it with people that I know and it not be weird.
Honestly, my experience with like hookup culture has also been like really good. Hooking up, at least, has been more within people I've already like known for a while. Sometimes I need to learn to separate the emotions from physical. I've definitely like caught feelings like multiple times.
It is very easy. I think that's the problem. It can kind of get like a bit confusing because you're wanting to experience a lot at once, but you're not really ready to experience a lot at once. So I gonna call myself a few times just like going on too many of these excursions, or maybe at times not really enjoying it.
Studies have shown that racism on hookup apps greatly impacts mental health. Today, is racism on dating apps as pervasive as it was before?
I don't know about pervasive. Obviously haven't been on them very long. I'm like 20 years old. But
But you're 20?
yeah. So I feel like I can't speak to how it was before, but I definitely do experience it still. And I think that like to a certain extent, it's still alive and well, unfortunately. So Grindr has this like system where they have like premium membership, and you can essentially pay for extra filtering, such as like race at the time. They took out the preference filter during the Black Lives Matter movement. Like right after that happened, they took it out, and I was like, great timing. But it was around for a very long time, and it was very like, it was weird to pay for it too. It's like you're buying into racism a little bit.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah, it got really bad.
Wow. Is refusing to date someone based on their race racist? Reversely, can someone have racial preferences without fetish? Oh my gosh. Fetish size. I'm sorry, we're gonna be here for hours. Reversely, can someone have racial preferences without fetishizing them? I do think that refusing to date someone based on their race is racist.
But now, do you think dating somebody just because of their race, they're a person of color, I technically like people of color? Like, is that?
I have friends who have like told me I prefer Asians, or I have a person I date who's like, I prefer mixed people. You know, mixed guys or black guys have fuller lips and this and that. At what point does it become you're just not open to anything else? To the person in the middle, please remove the blurred barriers to your left and right.
What is this?
Oh my gosh. Hi.
Oh, hey, you have all the power.
Hi.
Hi, I want to see you. I'm Chris.
I'm Nathan.
I'm Persis.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My name is, roll call. My name is Chris and I say hi. 6, 7. No? It's like Bring It On, kind of, maybe? No? Okay.
I was looking at blurs the entire time. I was just like, oh, okay, 2 different blurs.
Yeah.
One's all black, one's wearing a pink shirt.
It's also cool to just hear people, just your voice.
Not seeing you guys was like hard for me for some reason. Like I know we were all conversing and that was great, but I was like, I just want to see their faces.
I didn't think we would actually reveal.
I didn't think so either.
You look very similar to what I would have imagined.
Really?
Sometimes guys get confused that you're into girls.
Mhm.
It's okay, she's probably like somebody that cares about her appearance more so.
People often confuse you for like looking that straight way, and I think you're really pretty. So I was just like, I kind of just
Thanks.
assumed that. It's not very like put together and
Even though I can't say fetish sizing.
fetishizing. Fetishizing.
I was like, say it. I'm like, he's gonna make me say it. Fetishizing.
Everyone says
Fetishizing.
it but you.
Oh gosh.